before starting with e-commerce, what did you guys do in your time?
We actually started a window cleaning company. In our first year, we made over $100,000. It was great, but we were looking on YouTube, we were seeing what you guys were doing, and we realized that online businesses have unlimited potential, so we knew we had to make a change.
Yeah, great that you guys saw through that and started with the coaching. So how was the first month for you guys?
So the first month, it was January. We actually lost money. It was like negative like $2,000. But then the next month, we start hitting 1K days, 2K days, 3K days. And we had some tariff issues, so we just had to shut down because of the US tariff situation.
That's crazy because like you went first to 1K days, 2K days, and what time period it was that you went to 5K days?
Within a month, it was really quick.
What was the thing you struggled the most with in the beginning?
With your mentorship, it didn't really feel like you struggled with anything.
What's up, Ruben Onua here with a new interview for the Millionaire Commerce YouTube channel. I'm here with Dante and Evans, if I pronounce it right. Great to have you here from Boston. So can you introduce yourself for the people watching that don't know you?
Perfect. Yeah. My name is Dante Merlin from the United States, representing the East Coast, Boston. I'm 23 years old, entrepreneur, dropshipper in the female fashion niche. And we've done $700,000 in revenues in the past 7 months, soon to hit $1 million plus.
Yeah, man, crazy.
Yeah, and my name's Evans Johan, also from the same area. I met Dante previously because we played college soccer together. We had a small business before this, but we realized that if we wanted to make some real money, we had to make a real change. So we decided to join MC.
Yeah, great to have you guys. So to go a bit back, you both grew up in Boston. Like before starting with Millionaire Commerce, e-commerce, what did you guys do in your time?
Yeah, so before this, we actually started a window cleaning company. We were going door to door, and in our first year, we made over $100,000. And so it was great, but we were looking on YouTube, we were seeing what you guys were doing, and we realized that online businesses have unlimited potential, so we knew we had to make a change.
Yeah, that's nice, man. So you started with that window business, like how long ago is that? A year ago or so? Like longer? 2 years ago?
Yeah, like a year and like 2 months we started it. It's right when we finished college. We were still in university actually, and we started it just after classes. We just go knock on doors every single day. Before you know it, we were making like $1,000 a day. But like $1,000 a day becomes like nothing when I see people like you see people on YouTube making $10,000 a day, $100,000 a day. And we always have our aspirations on something higher. So that's why we hopped into Millionaire Commerce.
Yeah, nice, man. So you started it with window cleaning. So was that your guys' first side job you ever had, or you did some other things before that?
No, we had plenty of other things. I was a waiter before. I worked at Dairy Queen before. I worked at the grocery store before.
Yeah, never shy of doing dirty work.
Yeah.
But no, that's great. So yeah, but already $1,000 a day at your age, it's of course not bad. Imagine so many people don't earn that at your age. But yeah, what was that mindset that you guys still thought, okay, I see what these guys are doing online with e-commerce. Yeah, let's fully trust in it and start.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was the mindset behind it that you thought, okay, let's start with e-commerce and not a other business model, or maybe get coaching from somebody else?
Yeah, so the first thing was we were putting like 100% of our time into our first business, home service, and it's good money. We made like 6 figures in 9 months, like 125,000. But the ROI isn't that high, right? Because we know e-commerce, you're dealing with tens of millions of people, right? And there's much bigger audiences and much bigger potential to make money. So we're going to put the same amount of time into e-commerce. We're going to get so much more out of it. And we just, that's a little bit of faith, but we knew like we see what you guys are doing. We see people in your course. So we just knew we just had to make the commitment, put the time into it, and we're just going to explode. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's great. Great that you guys had that trust in us, because like you're from the States. I think you saw maybe a lot of our students that were doing good in Europe or like in the UK. What was the thought process behind like, okay, I still want to get learned by these guys and not maybe a US ecom coach?
Yeah, our thought process was actually relatively quick. So we found you guys on YouTube a week before we got into your mentorship. But before that, I remember seeing that you guys were offering mentorship. I looked online, I looked it up, and I just saw a bunch of people saying that you guys were scammers, you guys rented your cars, that you guys, you know, didn't
Uh,
actually have the results, and you guys were only making money from this thing. And
mm,
I really thought about it, and Dante and I talked about it, and we are like, the only people who are saying this are the people that aren't successful in life. And I realized that your YouTube quality was insane. Your brand icon quality was insane. Everything you did, the quality, even in the way you guys present yourselves and talk, I knew it was top level. So we figured if everything is high level there, then it's going to be high level on the course as well.
yeah, appreciate it a lot, man. Because of course there are so many people that can scream things on online. I've seen so many lies also spread about my name. But yeah, that's the social media world we live in. Because if people only see maybe a clip of 10 seconds and they see you driving a car or something, a lot of people would scream it's a scam or so because a lot of people just are short-sighted or yeah live a miserable life. But yeah, great that you guys saw through that and yeah started with the coaching. So how was the first month for you guys?
So the first month it was January, so we kind of joined during Chinese New Year. So we pretty much just put our head into the ground with like product research, competitor research, getting the store up. And we had a lot more time to do it because we weren't able to run ads and stuff like that. So we really
Mm,
just like every single day, just product research, product research, product research, just really becoming familiar with it. And then we pretty much hopped into, in February, we started our first campaign, started running stuff like that. We actually lost money, it was like negative like $2,000. But then
mm,
the next month, we start hitting 1K days, 2K days, 3K days. Month after that, we did like, I think it was April or May, we did like $70,000 in revenue. Then we had some tariff issues, so we just had to shut down because of the US tariff
mm.
situation.
But that's
After that, we
crazy
kind of were
quick
rebooting
process.
again.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that feeling getting the first orders in?
The feeling was, I remember we were in a car actually. I think we were going to we're going to do some work and we just hear
Mm,
the ka-ching.
yeah,
We just both start like yelling, like we're so hyped. There's no feeling like it really.
yeah, to be honest, there will not be a better feeling than that. Even at my level, or when we hit like certain results right now, it will never be the same as that beginning, or you hit that first 10K K day, that's also a big one. But after it all slows down, and it's still nice, but the feeling will never be the same. So yeah, great, because like, what was the first product that was a winner for you guys?
It was a business set actually, which was funny, but it was a two-piece women's business set. I think we were selling it for around $20, or
Mm,
we were buying it for $20, selling it for 59, and we reached 5K days with that. But we didn't really capitalize on it because we weren't horizontally scaling it. We were just vertically scaling it.
mm.
But I mean, that was still, it brought us the numbers that we never even imagined at first.
Yeah, that's crazy because like you went first to 1K days, 2K days, and what time period it was that you went to 5K days?
Within a month, it was really quick.
Mm. Yeah, that's crazy. From testing products out to 5K days within a month, it's really insane. Because like, what was the thing you struggled the most with in the beginning,
Mm,
or was there nothing?
To be with your mentorship, it didn't really feel like we struggled with anything.
Mm.
It
You just
wasn't. I mean, our
followed.
biggest issue was Trump tariffs, and that's it. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
So like you just followed up everything what got said to you by your coach, and yeah, did it.
Yeah, exactly. We joined all of the Q&As that you had like 3 times a day. We went through all of the old videos that you guys kept on there. We went through all of the content. We really followed what our coach said, so we didn't really question anything. We just knew
Mm.
that you guys had already done it. So the best thing would be to just listen.
Yeah, appreciate it. And yeah, you guys had good work ethic already from your past business, so that also makes a big impact.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. So yeah, like if you look back in the beginning of the coaching, like what was the most valuable for you guys?
mm. For me, I would say the first thing was in the beginning when you don't really know anything, because we joined like pretty much just fresh, it's definitely the Q&A calls, because
Mm,
there's different people in like different sections of like their journey, the beginning, middle, they're making money, they're not making money yet, and you're hearing everything that they're going through right now and that you're going to eventually go through. But once you can hear it, like, before you actually go through, you can already adjust for that and you're already prepared for it. So one thing was, making sure you have a strong back end. We heard that
mm,
constantly. Every single call, somebody's talking about the back end. So we knew once we started to scale, like we already had a customer service agent on 1K days. We trained her really well. We already have another customer service rep now working with us. We already have another hire as well, product lister. So it just made our journey like super smooth. I can only
mm.
imagine if we didn't join a mentorship, we would be screwed. Like I don't even know
Yeah,
how we would figure out everything that we needed to figure out. It'd kind of be
yeah, because
hopeless.
that's the thing, with the mentorship, you just make less mistakes because there are, yeah, coaches and me myself that went through so many things, so we can guide you in the right direction. And if there's a mistake, like we have the right solutions that can get it fixed quite quickly. And of course, you scale then to 5K days. Um, how is the revenue looking currently?
Yeah, we actually hit our best day. We basically hit $20,000 in a single day. And
Crazy,
so our
man.
best month was around $450,000.
Crazy, man. Very, very good results. And if you now look to yourself compared to the first month, are there things you now do differently um, compared to in the beginning in terms of business? Maybe how you run your ads, how you do certain things, what really helped you grow?
I would say, yeah, I mean, there's a couple things. The biggest thing for us was just learning how to scale properly. So we knew how to test, but once we found our first winner, we didn't capitalize on it.
Mm,
But, our second winner, once we really knew what we were doing and our coach really dove in to like, different campaign styles and how we should be scaling, I mean, that's what
yeah.
really took us off to the next level. Like that's what made us explode.
Mm,
And that's why we shut down for a bit actually because in July, we hit our crazy month, 450,000. And
mm,
then boom, literally July 1st on my birthday, payment processing shut down. We get a hold. So we go
mm,
straight to zero. And it wasn't even because we had a high dispute ratio or anything like that. It's just because we brought
mm.
in so much money and they just flagged us for some reason.
Yeah,
So
that
we
can always.
adjusted, got the HK structure. We opened up multiple stores now. We're doing
Mm.
the same strategies, even plus some more that our coach taught us. And, we're scaling back up again. Like we just had $20,000 in a day. Like insane.
Yeah, that's great. Because can you talk a bit deeper about your scaling structure that you currently have regarding meta ads, creatives?
Yeah, we're doing so many different things. We're running CBOs, ABOs, collections on our winner. We're doing interests. We're doing hot pockets. There's so many different strategies that our coach has given us, and it's been working so well. And all it takes is one product. We're really just scaling one product. We have a couple other small winners, but this one product is really taking it away. And I think people don't realize that everything can change in literally just 1 month. It only takes 1 month.
Yeah, and it's like, and one thing you would definitely recommend to somebody is to test different campaign structures, not just okay, have one CBO or one ABO. No, just try everything you can for that certain product.
Exactly. Try everything and then do creative testing every day or every other day, which is what we're doing as well.
Because like how much creatives you test for a winner or um, a product you start testing.
This one product that's our main winner, we've probably tested over 500 creatives by now.
Crazy, man. And most of the creatives just image ads or also like videos.
It's a video actually.
Oh, video, that's good. And how do you make the videos yourself, or you work with models, with AI?
Right now we're doing it all ourselves. So we just took a competitor's video and made it that much better.
Yeah,
And we're experimenting with AI, but we're still learning that part.
yeah, that's nice, man. And what are you currently focusing on with the business? Of course, you had a few setbacks with like the payment processing. That's now all solved. Like, what do you now make sure to focus on to keep that stability while scaling up?
Yeah, so we're still finalizing the HK structure. It's just taking a little bit of time. there's just been some delays and stuff.
Mhm.
So that's pretty much our biggest obstacle at this point is just payment processing. And that's not even an obstacle because it's something that's easily solved. Just thanks to the coach giving
Mhm.
us the right connections. So, once we have the payment processing set and, that's never going to be a concern again. Maybe it's still a concern, but less of a concern. I mean, we just got to keep learning because I'm sure there's a million other things to do and to make us optimize ourselves. But right now, I believe like wholeheartedly we could go back to zero, completely have nothing, and we get back to $500,000 in a month, no problem.
Yeah, because that's what it's about, like you will always have obstacles. Even we with Icon have obstacles here and there, especially now after what happened, I'm solving issues all day. And even we have a huge brand, look what kind of status we have, what kind of revenues we do, and even we can have problems with the payment process or some back end things. So imagine for you guys as doing drop shipping, the problems will come, no doubt. It's just how you can solve them. Like next to that, of course, your guys now scaling up with creatives, etc. But you also already go to new markets or like duplicate your store or maybe increase the volume of products you test. Like what way you try to scale right now?
Yeah, so we're trying to increase the volume at which we test new creatives on the same product, and we're also scaling to different markets. So we started out in the US, then we expanded to Canada. Now we're expanding right now to New Zealand and Australia and also the UK. So we're trying to target the big five.
Yeah, that's nice, man. So, what's the reason you chose for the big five?
All the coaches were doing it. It's the biggest markets. I think a lot of people are scared to go into big markets because they think of competition, but we don't really believe in that type of competition. We believe that there's always more opportunities everywhere. So we just wanted to take advantage of it.
Nice, man. So, yeah, and it's especially good for you guys because you're from the States, so you speak proper English. It's easier compared to that you need to go in a certain European smaller market, do the translations and things like that. And if you look back, yeah, what was the hardest in the journey?
Mm.
It's hard to say. You guys made it so easy.
Yeah, I don't hear that of course, I hear a lot that we make it more easy, but I still see that a lot of people struggle. But of course, you guys had a very quick run up, to the results that you guys do right now. It's amazing. So
Yeah.
I
I
have no
mean,
issue. It's a good compliment for the coaching.
yeah, it's really we just had faith that any problem, like semi problem that we ran into, the coach would have an answer to,
Mhm.
or somebody had an answer to. So it's not really a problem. It's just a delay.
Yeah, exactly. Which coach did you have?
Marnix.
Marnix.
Marnix. And so to Marnix, man, a great job with helping you guys.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, what's next? What's the plan to grow? What's next for you guys? You're planning to network more, maybe to go to different places or to a Dubai or Netherlands, meet there with other entrepreneurs. Like, what's the plan?
Yeah, we're thinking of moving. We're thinking of moving either to Miami or Dubai or Puerto Rico. We're not sure yet. Planning on
Mm,
making the move in the next couple of months, but we're still kind of deciding on that. We definitely want to do a lot more networking, so Dubai sounds the most appealing.
mm,
But I mean, we have the ability and the opportunity to go anywhere at this point. Doesn't really matter.
yeah, that's great. Because did you already do some networking with people out of the community or not really?
Yeah, for sure. I've talked to so many different people that are doing $1 million months, and I've gotten so much valuable info, and it's helped us a lot in that alone.
Yeah, that's good, man. I wish you guys all the best with that. Um, for somebody now that's, for example, watching this podcast and wants to start with e-commerce, what would you say to that person that's maybe on the edge?
I would say if you have an itch for something more, you shouldn't be in the position that you're in. You shouldn't be at the job that you're in, and you want something more. you're always going to get it's always going to be a whisper in your back of the head to do something more, in your mind to do something more. And it's your choice to either listen to it or to not listen to it, but it's going to speak to you. So if you feel that whisper in your head, you just have to go for it and shoot your shot. And you have to have faith, knowing that whatever you jump into is going to work out one way or another. You don't need to know how it's going to work out. You just need to know it is going to work out. So you just go with your gut and just take it. And it's always going to be greater than you could ever imagine, because we always knew we were going to do great things, and we know we're going to do much greater things. But every time we actually come to it, it's so much like, it's more insane than you could possibly imagine. That's the great part about it.
Yeah, so for you guys at the end, the journey was more easy than you guys expect.
Yeah.
I think we make it very easy though, because we're always willing to put in the work. That's the thing. I think a lot of the reasons why people struggle in the game is simply because they're not willing to put in the work every single day.
Yeah, or put work in the bed, in the not the right task. You can put so much work in a supermarket job, but of course it will also not get you get you a millionaire. But like, how did you guys divide the roles between you two?
Yeah, we actually just split it with back end and front end. So I'm in charge of all the front end tasks. So I'm the one in charge of designing the website, testing various aspects of our website, making the creatives, doing all the product research. And then Dante was in charge of more of the financials, more of the customer service, more of the hiring, and even the media buying as well. He does all of the media buying. He analyzes all of the numbers.
Nice. And how did that came about? That you split it that way?
It was kind of based on our previous business. So in our previous business, I was always the one in charge of doing the marketing, and he was in charge of the numbers and that. We knew it was better to split the roles instead of us doing the same thing. One, so we don't step on each other, and two, because if you focus on one thing, you're going to do better at it every single day. So focus over doing it together.
Exactly. But at the end, but Dante, you do the media buying, but you Evan do the creatives.
Yeah.
That's also a unique way to split it, so it still merges a lot together then at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys look to yourself in like 10 years, where do you want to go to? You want to maybe go more into branding, or expand in multiple stores, or go in a different direction?
It's a great question. I believe I'm pretty certain we're just going to start a brand at some point and figure that out. I'm not sure how that path will go, but obviously there's a path to do it and there's a way to make it happen. So we're definitely going to go into branded sometime soon. It's just a matter of when it feels like it's the right time. But that's definitely going to be something that happens, because branded is obviously a different game. But that's like, dropshipping is kind of like, you're going to find a product and then you soak everything you can out of it, but then you need to find the next one. It's always going to be like there, but I kind of want the feeling of just having a brand where it's ours and we can know our customer base. We can dial that in and just have something that sustains.
But you don't want to already focus on more branding right now, branded dropshipping with the current store that you run, to put that more in a branding direction?
Yeah, we have been. We've been designing the stores, so it doesn't even look like a dropshipping store at this point. But we haven't put any labels on tags or labels on boxes and stuff like that.
Exactly. That is also a good tip for you guys, because to keep really the refund percentage low, like if you have some custom packaging around it, will help out a lot.
Yeah.
But now sounds good, guys. Great to have you on an interview. I wish you best of luck in the future, and on to those 1 million months and more. And hopefully see you guys at the Mastermind event beginning of next year in Dubai.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
They can follow us on Instagram. My Instagram's Dante_Merlin.
Yeah, and mine's just Evans Johan.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. See you.